Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm so pleased that you're here to join me. Today we're going to be talking a lot about the human design system. So I hope you're ready. I can't wait to share this amazing system with you. Let's get going. Let's talk about human design, okay? So I've got a couple of questions for you. Have you ever thought that the people that are telling you, I don't know, the coaches out there, the marketing, the business coaches out there, telling you things about, oh, you need to do this for your business, you need to do that, why don't you do this, and they give you a strategy, and that strategy is based on the fact that it has worked for them and it's worked for some of their clients as well. And what they're not telling you is that it's only worked for some of their clients, not all of their clients. Now, what I want to highlight here is that visibility and the way that we show up and the way that we share our amazing genius with the world, it's different for every single person. And the way that our energy is just so important to really get a handle on. And that then just brings us this magnetic sort of amazingness about us. And that's when we can grow our businesses. That's when we can get clients. That's when we attract abundance. So, do you want to reclaim your energy? Do you want to be visible in the way that you're designed to be visible so that you're swimming with the flow of your energy and not against it? Those are my questions for you here today. Money is energy. Okay, so when somebody gives us money for something, for a service, a report, an audit, coaching, doesn't matter what it is, that money is an energetic exchange. If somebody comes along and gives you $50, you're going to give them $50 worth of whatever it is back. If someone comes along and gives you $500, you're going to give them $500 worth back. Maybe a little bit more if your self-worth is, needs improvement, let's say. So if money is energy and we get to reclaim our energy using the human design system, then what are we waiting for? This is abundance at its highest form. So I'm Charlie. As you can tell, I'm British, so I'm over in the UK right now. It's 6 p.m. and I am a projector in the human design system. And I have used the human design system for the last 4 years to help me to reclaim my energy. And I now work 50% less than I used to in my corporate marketing career. But guess what? I earn 3 times more. And I've done all this by using the human design system to reclaim my projector energy, to reclaim my magic, and to really share my genius with the world with, human design, because I'm a qualified Living Your Design guide. And I'm really here to empower you to do things your way, to make sure that you're not being projected upon that you need to do this or you need to do that. And also to help you to come into alignment with your own decision-making process as well. Making decisions is so important, and I've got a little bit about that later on. So, what is human design? What is this crazy chart here? What is all this? So, the way that I like to describe it is human design is a personality test for your soul. It is the most amazing system that is incredibly accurate because there are a million different versions. What you see on the human design system, what the body graph, this is called the body graph here, what you see on there is just a fraction of what human design is. And human design really sort of like creates this amazing, accurate depiction of who you are and how your energy is designed to be in this world, how you interact with other people. And it's through the system that we can decondition away from who we thought we were, who our parents have told us that we are, who our teachers have told us, who we are as well. And we can really come into alignment with our true selves. We can start trusting ourselves, and we can start having this beautiful, wonderful self-worth, and abundance will flow through this amazing system. So it's a personality test for your soul, and that's how I like to describe it. Most personality tests, you have to fill out questionnaires. Like, have you ever done the Myers-Briggs test? Let me know in the comments if you've ever done one of those tests. They kind of relate to you, right? But that's all they do. They give you a little bit of a snapshot of who you are. With human design, you can spend years going down the rabbit hole and finding out who you are, finding those little nuances about you, and, you know, sort of just creating this like amazingness that is you, this uniqueness that is you. It's a science of individuation. So I'd love to know what your human design type is. Have you ever run your chart? If you haven't, don't worry, I've got a little tool for you. I've just put it in the comments, so hopefully that will appear. But this is the way that you can run your human design chart. Okay, all you need, it's not a personality test, so you don't need to answer questions. All you need is your time and date and place of birth. And if you want to, please put in the comments what your human design type is. Like I said, I'm a projector, so you could be a projector, a manifestor, or a reflector. You could be a generator or a manifesting generator. Okay, so let me know what you are. Let's talk about the 3 things on the human design chart that are going to help you to really create abundance and financial independence for yourself. And you can work less and earn more if you come into alignment with your true energetic nature. Okay, so once you have your human design chart, if you're watching on replay, maybe pause me while you go and get your chart. But once you have your chart in front of you, I want you to look very carefully. Okay, now this chart I have here, this isn't my chart, this is a chart, and the human design experts among you will know that actually this is very rare to see so much color in a chart. Your chart will have some white bits in here as well, so you know, maybe some of these brown bits will be white. You know, they're all unique, they're all different, so I don't know what your chart's going to look like. But the first one that we're going to have a look at today is actually this one in the middle. This one down the bottom here that's red, okay? We want to know whether you are red there or white. If you're red, that means you're defined. And that means you're probably a manifesting generator, or you are a manifesting generator or a generator. Now, if you're defined here, that means that you have consistent life force energy. So you are here to light up the world. You are here to create your own energy because you have that ability to sustain what you are doing, because you're being lit up by what you do. Now, if you're ever tired, fatigued, frustrated, it's just a little bit of a sign to let you know that you're probably not doing what lights you up. And you want to have a good look at that and see what you can do to change. So that is you as a defined sacral being. So how are you going to reclaim your energy as a sacral being? So reclaiming your energy comes from being able to understand when rest is needed, because the other thing with the sacral center, the amazing thing about this is that you are highly creative. You create your own thing in this world. You build your own world. So if you're highly creative, what needs to happen in order for that creativity to come out? You need to rest, right? You need to walk, go to the gym, have some alone time, go out for the day and, you know, have fun, go to the spa if you want to. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter whatever rest means for you. But resting and coming away from that, you know, monotony of the work, that is when your sacral will become connected, and you will create something into this world. So that's what reclaiming your energy means for a sacral being. Now, those of you who have this white, so this means you're undefined here, you're just like me, and it just means that you do not have consistent life force energy. Okay, you borrow it from other people, you amplify it. Okay, now what this generally means is that your battery, so let's say you wake up in the morning, you feel absolutely amazing and your battery is 100%. Okay, your battery will deplete quicker than a sacral being. The other thing to notice with this is that the way that you rest, you need to make sure that you're resting before you hit 100%, 0%. Okay, so before you completely depleted your energy, you need to rest. So a great day for a non-sacral being to reclaim their energy is to do a little bit of work and then rest. Do a little bit of work and then go for a walk. Do a little bit of work and go to the gym. Whatever it is that, makes you rest. Okay? Now, this is going to really help you to reclaim your energy, because if you just go all the time, you don't know when enough is enough, and you just completely work. You get to the end of the day and you think, well, that's okay, I'm exhausted, I'll be able to sleep well tonight. And guess what? You don't sleep well, because you do not sleep well if you have an undefined sacral, if you are working and burning yourself out. If you go away and you work a little bit and then rest, and then work a little bit and then rest, and whatever that looks like for you in your day, and you get to the end of the day and you're not that tired, you're not exhausted, you're not burnt out, but you just chill, you will sleep better, and therefore you will wake up better the next day as well. So that's a little tip. That's my number one tip for reclaiming your energy. Let's talk about pricing. Okay, so let's have a look at our lovely human design body graph again. So the next center that we're going to look at is another red center, actually. So it's this one here. It's a small, sorry, too much light, small red triangle right here. So it's near the sacral center. That small red triangle. So again, I want you to let me know if that small red triangle is red or if it's white. Okay, so if it's red, then it's defined. And this center is all to do with motivation and self-worth. So if it's red, what I want you to do with pricing specifically in your business is I want you to make sure that when you put this idea of, the price together for a new program or a new product or service or something, I want you to put that price out there and stick to it. Okay, do not let anybody else bring that price down. Your client or your coach, it doesn't matter. Don't let anybody bring that down, because you know that you have this, brilliant sort of product that you've got there. You know that your self-worth is pretty good, and therefore that first price that you go in at is the price that you're supposed to be charging. Okay, don't be conditioned by anybody else around you. Motivation, just a very quick one on motivation for you. Nobody in the world, regardless of whether you are defined in your heart center or not, nobody is motivated consistently. Okay, so with a defined heart center, there is a certain consistency around self-worth and around motivation, but there's nobody that will be motivated 100% 24/7. We all have to rest, right? We always have to come away, we all have to be creative and rest and all that sort of stuff. So let's talk about those of you who are undefined with that triangle there. Okay, now that is actually 65% of us who have this undefined. Okay, so we are actually living in this world of people who have issues with self-worth. Right, so when it comes to pricing in your business, what do you think you're going to do? You're going to go in at a price, it's going to be too low anyway, and then you're going to bring it down, and then you're going to bring it down again, and then you're going to bring it down. And you get in a call and someone says, oh, I can't afford you, and then you bring it down again. Okay, so this is just awareness for you to understand that this is probably what you will do in your what we call not self, in your shadow state, in your desperation for money state. Okay, so when you're there and you've got your pricing and you know how much it is and you don't change it and you don't bring it down and you don't get in client calls and say, oh, actually, I'll give you a little bit of a discount, or actually, I'll add a little bit more value onto that. I'll add this free coaching call and this free course in, and you bundle everything up. So when you're doing this is you in your not self, in your shadow state. And we want to make sure that you're operating in the correct state for your design. Now, one of the little tips I have for you, if you do have this center, once again, it's this triangle here. There we go. If you have this undefined, if it is white in your chart, one of the best things that you can do with pricing your products and service is ask other people. Ask your coach, your mentor, your friends in business, doesn't matter who it is. Ask them to seriously sit down and consider how much this is worth, because they will have a great understanding of your, the way that you are and your brilliance and all this sort of stuff, and they will be able to help you with that. Okay, so that's the second thing. So we talked about the sacral center. Whoop, there we go. And reclaiming your energy. We talked about the heart center and pricing and what you can look out for depending on your definition. Now, the third thing actually isn't on this at all, or it's not on this one specifically. The very last thing that we want to talk about in terms of creating financial independence is using your decision-making process. So within human design, there is an authority. And that authority is your unique decision-making process. And it's using your body. It's using your body to make decisions, because your body is the most intelligent part of you. And if you start to use your human design authority and you start to, push other people away, other people have authorities over you sometimes. It's what we call outer authority. Like your coach might say, oh, do this. So you're like, okay, I'll do this. Is that right for you? Maybe not. Your parents might come along and say, well, maybe you should do that about your house and about your car and about this, that, and the other. Don't listen to other people. Start using your own authority, because when you use your own decision-making authority in the human design system, you trust yourself implicitly. And when you trust yourself, you basically have so much more self-worth to give to the world. You have so much more magnetism because you are there and you're abundant. And you just begin to create this sort of like really wealthy abundance around you. You start to attract the right clients, and you start to, do all sorts of things that, you never really realized before when you start trusting yourself. So there we go. There's the 3 things for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a little gift for you. So the first thing, I've got 2 little gifts for you. So the first thing is that the link that I put in the chat, that is a link to run your human design chart. But when you've run it, if you scroll down, you will actually see that I've got a little report for you. It's completely free. And it is all about how you yourself, from your design, this is not, mine or anybody else's, how you yourself can create your business aligned with your design. So it will give you like a couple of tips from a few things that I pulled from the human design chart, and it will help you to understand, certain things about you. Okay, so that's completely free. So please go ahead and download that. The second thing I want to give you as well is that I actually have opened up some slots in my evening time. So as you probably guessed, I'm in the UK, and I know a lot of you are in the US or, over the pond from me. And I've opened up some evening slots for you to come and have a one-to-one reading with me. So what is a reading? A reading is where I get to interpret your amazing, unique, and beautiful human design chart. And it's not just what you see here, it's so much more. There's so much we can talk about. And this is going to help you to understand who you are, who you're not, what your genius is. And you can really start to be empowered by this, sort of understanding of who you are, and also, start to use your human design authority, because I'll teach you how to do that. And you can start stepping into your power and start to step into your financial abundance as well. So if you'd like a reading with me too, I will drop the link after I've stopped going live. And they're slots that I've opened up in my evening time. So it's about morning time, sort of around this sort of time. So maybe like 9 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Pacific maybe. And you're more than welcome to come and have a reading with me, which will interpret your human design chart. So thank you very much for joining. I hope that you've enjoyed my talk today. And yeah, please jump into my DMs and come and have a chat with me, because human design, the most empowering system. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.